meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Right, good morning guys. This is just a little sort of a catch-up vlog, as from the title, which I haven't made up yet. Yeah, travelling's going to be a bit hard now for the rest of this year. I wanted to go everywhere, every weekend, get out. But anyone in the HGV world will know that we've just been hit, well, it's coming, with a new law on tyres. Now, I didn't budget for this because I didn't know about it. I only come across it recently. And basically, your front steering wheel tyres have to be, for MOTs and legally on the road, have to be under 10-year-old, which is brilliant, you know, for safety and stuff. I mean, my truck have original tyres from new. I was going to be updating them gradually, a tyre at a time, because even like brand new ex-military stock, which are still old tyres, but they're brand new, they're still sort of 400 quid each. So yeah, I've been hit with a big dilemma now. I've got to, because my MOT's due after Christmas. This law is getting passed at the moment in Parliament, so it should be done before, I would say before Christmas, and then it gives you like a few months leeway to get tyres sorted, which doesn't help me for my MOT in March, unfortunately. And I'm going to have to need to find, probably getting on close to £2,000. So I've got my little car up for sale, so I'm trying to sell that off just sort of cheap. I don't use it as much now, so I'm going to go back to a push bike. I've got a works van, which is only me and my boss, who's my father-in-law. The only one's allowed to drive it anyway, for deliveries and stuff. So he sort of kindly said, look, you know, if you need it for emergency, picking the kids up and like that, you can always use the van. So I'm going to sell my little car off. So if anyone's looking for a little C2 Citroen, absolutely mint, little 1.407 plate, it's up for sale for £750 or nearest offer. So just cracking little car. Yeah, that's going to help me buy one tyre. And I've got a little bit of savings, not much. I mean, I've got enough to buy another tyre, but then that's my account wiped. I'm back to like everybody else, living on the paycheck every month. So yeah, I started sort of just saving up, but so yeah, that's going to be my problem this year, unless I can find. Now, I'm hoping that any of you guys might know tyre companies or anything like that. I'm going to try and use social media. I'm struggling to find tyres. My tyres are 1200 R by 20. That's what, 12.00/R20s. They're ex-military DAF tyres. Now, mine are XZLs, I think they are. Now, I found a few, but I don't want road tyres, obviously, because it's going to just ruin the look of the truck. So they need to be sort of quite off-roady type, intermediate. But I'm also looking at changing the tyres to a newer metric size. But I can't go too big. You see, when I built this truck, it wasn't, I did have the idea, do I go for big massive 14 tyres, shan't I? And it was like, they're just more expensive, the more weight. So I'm looking at, I think the nearest match comes up to it in the metric size is 330 by 95 by 20. That sort of roughly works out what the tyres are now, metric size. So I need to find something around that bracket. But nothing too wide. That's the biggest issue, because on my back end, we've got custom wheel arches made, and I can't go too wide on them, or else I'm going to have to replace all the wheel arches and everything. But also, if I do change the sort of metric sizes, I'm going to have to replace all the tyres. So I'm going to need 5 in theory. But the rule is only for the front 2 tyres. So if I can find some of the standard tyres, brilliant, because I only need 2. The rest of the tyres can be as old as the one still. So we can swap them around as they get older. I can put the new ones back on the back and then replace the new ones. So ideally I'm looking for 2 standard, DAF tyres for the front. So yeah, if anyone can work out the calculations, I've asked on every group and all our DAF groups, and it's almost like the holy grail. People just don't want to tell you, or they've got a supply and they don't want to let you know. I don't understand why, but I mean, a lot of the group tend to go for 14s, which are great, but like I say, you need to do a lot of modifications to make them fit, and I just didn't have the budget and the funds. I wanted to build the truck. Wheels were sort of a later option, but it's come around quicker than I thought, unfortunately. So yeah, if anyone can help, if a tyre company wants to sponsor me, I'll have your name all over the truck. Sponsor me with tyres, that'd be awesome. I don't mind having your logo on the side of my truck. But yeah, so that's sort of it for that. So travelling, I can't, until I get my tyres sorted out and get some funds in, I can't travel too far. It's going to be sort of within a 2-hour distance, because I was interested in meeting up with some other YouTubers and subscribers. Because of all this, I don't know if you've seen, because of all this hassle online in Wales, Scotland, all over about wild camping, there seems to be a massive campaign of hate at the moment. So I'm keeping under the radar. Been staying at sort of obviously Camp Cozy, which friends of ours, and that's been a massive help. I stayed at some other YouTubers who you've seen in the video. It's coming up. You've got that one to look forward to, and that's a bus conversion out near me. That's sort of about an hour's drive. So I stayed on their driveway for the night, which is brilliant. We all had a Chinese and all sort of reviewed each other's trucks. So yeah, I might do something like that if you're sort of within sort of 2 hours distance of I'm sort of based Louth, Lincolnshire. 1 or 2 hours, where it doesn't cost me a fortune in fuel, because obviously I'm trying to save. Every penny counts at the minute. Might sort of do, little meetups and film. Maybe if you're got a little channel and you've got a boost, you can film my truck with pleasure. I don't mind. So yeah, so that's it on the tyres really. Not sure when that is coming to be passed as law, but it's going to be done. They've been campaigning for years. It all stems from a bus, what killed, I think there was quite a few kids killed on it. It was abroad, and the tyres were older than the truck. It was about 30 years old, and that was the main cause of the problem, from a blowout. So yeah, the family's been protesting for years to try and get this new law in, and it's coming in. So take warning, if you're building a truck, remember 10-year rule on your front wheel steer tyres. Well, steering tyres. So if you've got one of these trucks which you've got like 4-wheel steer systems, you've got to replace all 4. So yeah, it's a big chunk of the budget on some tyres. If some vehicles are cheaper, but yeah, mine isn't. So I need to find a supplier quick. So yeah, that's it on tyres. So yeah, that was sort of it. Oh, an apology for sound quality on the Yorkshire trip. On the 3 videos, I found out what the problem was. I bought a new phone case for my S10, and it's one of these waterproof ones. Of course, it muffles the sound, doesn't it, because it's sealed in a case. I should have had an external mic clipped on, and then it would have got full recording. Yeah, I twigged on, I didn't realise, and it's my case. So I've reverted back to my old, just a normal cover, so you can hear me a little bit better. So apologies for that. I did look into it, and I put all the volumes up full. I can't do anything more, and then I realised, oh, it's my case, isn't it? Because somebody said when I was on the phone to me, says, I can't hear you very well, you're a bit quiet. And then it went bing. Silly me. So yeah, I'm just looking at my little list. Yeah, apologies for the sound, trying to think of anything else. That's about it really. Yeah, I'm in the market for an electric bike as well. So any companies want to sponsor me again, quite happy to take electric bike. I've done mountain bikes, so I need an electric mountain bike now. Yeah, that's looking at the possible future. I need to get fit desperately. I've been dieting for months and months and months, but nothing seems to be happening. So I need to actually physically get out, not just walking from a truck to the to work, which is like literally 30 seconds away. So yeah, I need to get myself out. So yeah, just a quick update. It was more on the tyres and why I might not be going on any sort of big trips this year. I need to get some money in the bank. I need to sort these tyres out. It's a big worry at the moment because obviously, you know, if I don't, it's still also grey areas because my truck's classed, you know, when I MOT it as a class 4 because I do it as a motorhome. I don't know if it's going to go under the radar. Is it more HGV companies, MOT stations going to bring it up because it'll be more on their list? Because the other company, MOT, I don't know. It's grey area because you know, but it's going to affect us all one way or another anyway. And it's something I need doing because I've got a wobble at 50 mile an hour on mine, and it'd be nice to sort of cruise it a little bit faster on the motorway. But I sort of hang around about 50. But it will do sort of good 55, 60 if I wanted to. So, but yeah, that's from the unwear of the tyres on the front. It's quite common on my sort of trucks, on, you know, these 4x4s. It just depends what the conditions have been in and how the tyres have worn. So yeah, if anyone's got any spare tyres just kicking around, you know, just give me a bell. So yeah, I'm searching eBay, keep hunting, but I just don't know the widths and the size, you know, what matches my tyres to sort of as best as possible. So yeah, like I say, the equivalent is 330 by 95 by 20 is, as far as I can find out, as nearest to my truck as possible, wheels in height and size apparently. I'd like to, if I could, go metric, and if they are cheaper, but it might mean costing a bit of money and getting a bit of a loan or something, but and then just having it all done. But you see, the tyres going to outlast me. I just keep swapping the front ones obviously every 10 years, but who knows where I'm going to be in 10 years. So but it's another grey area. In Germany, I was speaking to a company there. They have the same rules, but it doesn't apply for 4x4 vehicles. I don't know if it's going to happen to UK. I don't know. We don't know. It's not finalised yet. So am I worrying about too much? It's just, you know. And then there's a little grey area. I don't need to do it. And then I've just bought the tyres. But like I say, I do need 2 new tyres at least, because mine are, well, 4 really, but they are old. It'd be better to be safe than sorry. I do carry my kids and my dog. And if anything happened to him from a blowout, you know, it's one of the things. I've built a lovely truck. I'd hate to have an accident all because of a tyre. So I think that's my goal at the moment, to try and get all the tyres replaced, or try to, at least I can. So right, that's about it, guys. Just sort of let you up on that. I've got also, nearly forgot, I'm getting myself up in front, because obviously the holiday I broke down into 3 parts. Obviously I upload weekly, so I've split that into 3, so I've got myself ahead a little bit. So the videos coming out basically from now really. I am sort of about 2 weeks in front, but every video you watch is how it goes in series as I film it. So they're not jumbled up everywhere. It's basically my life story still. You know, I filmed the bus, did that, and then the next day went down to Camp Cozy, which is a party, which will be another one coming out. Just a little update from there, just of all our little bit of fun we had. They're just little stocking fillers at the moment, but hopefully we can get out and get on the road and do some nice. But yeah, it's just every time I fill the fuel tank up, thinking that's a little bit of tyre money's just gone down the drain there, and the clock's ticking. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start wheeling and dealing, selling some bits. Need to sell the car. So if you know anyone after a car, give me a buzz. It's on my Facebook page, it's on my Instagram, it's all the same. If you go to theoffgridnomad, have a look on there, all the details are on there. So right guys, thanks a lot, and we'll see you again.
Her alarm goes off and she gets up to watch the morning news. Doesn't work no more, but tells a lot of stories about her youth. Drinks more lately, ain't got pills in many different colors too. Morning light is showing, she moves the chair to look out at her view. But her shop was built right across the street,